Hey everyone, welcome back to Energy Matters. I'm Tim Eccles, your host. I'm a public service commissioner here in the state of Georgia. My co-host, as always, Casey Boyce. Casey, how's it going?
Hey, good, Tim. Good morning to you.
Hey, we've got a lot to talk about. This is going to be a fast-moving segment, Casey, because we're going to be talking about 10 energy projects that folks can be a part of, energy saving tips, if you will, for 2021. We're going to count them down. So why don't you kick us off with number 10?
Well, something that you did and talked about on the show a while back, counting your light bulbs and replacing them with energy saving compact fluorescents or even better LED light bulbs. How many lights did you have in your house, Tim?
I think I had 45 in my house, and I had maybe 5 compact fluorescents. I think I had 1 incandescent in my master bedroom closet, and the rest were LED.
Very nice. And you can even get a rebate from a lot of power companies around the state, too, if you do this.
Yeah, I think a lot of utility marketplaces actually sell LED bulbs and give that instant rebate, right?
Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah, if you're a Georgia Power customer, just go on their website. You can take a look at that, buy your bulbs there. Even Home Depot or other big box stores, you can get discounts there. Tim, speaking of discounts and rebates from power companies, what's number 9 on our list?
Yeah, it's an energy audit from your power company. I know Georgia Power provides those free of charge. Some EMCs do, and it is not the most comprehensive energy audit that you could pay for, but they are going to look at your HVAC system and to see if they think it's running too much. They're going to look at your bulbs. They're going to look at possible air loss. And Casey, I know I had this done on my Winterville house, the house that I had solar thermal on, and the power company found that my downstairs HVAC unit was running too much. We wound up getting it replaced by the home warranty company once Georgia Power had alerted us to this, and it was all good.
Nice. Yeah, this is definitely a good place to start if you're not sure where to start saving money. And by the way, and you can probably talk to this too, having done it, it makes your house more comfortable, right? Because you're eliminating drafts and things like that. It's just a good place to start and save money and enjoy a better life.
Yeah, that's right. Number 8 is a digital thermostat that you can get from your utility marketplace. GeorgiaPower.com has them. And Casey, you've got the ecobee. You've been pleased?
Yeah, I've been pretty happy with the ecobee. So we've got one upstairs, one downstairs. And one of the cool things about ecobee is that it gives you these little sensors. They're about the size of a matchbox, and you can put them around your house in different rooms. So if you've got areas that are always too hot, too cold, whatever, it'll read the temperature, bring it back into the thermostat. It'll actually follow you around. So if you're, say I've got one in my office here, it'll read the temperature and it'll only heat it up or cool it down when I'm in the office using it. So pretty cool technology.
Yeah, the other, and I know the word tariff is not really a word that people are used to using. And we think about the tariffs we're charging China, for goods, but the rate, there's a lot of folks don't know that they have a choice in this. And Casey, you and me both, depending on the house that we've lived in, we've analyzed that. We've selected a time of use rate when it was appropriate. I am not on a time of use rate now with Jackson EMC because I didn't feel like that it was worth me having to turn my HVAC unit off, which is what you have to do sometimes to make this really do great payback. But you're on one right now, correct?
Yeah. So I'm on a time of use rate, and I don't really have to worry about that too much because we can pre-cool our house in the summer, and it stays pretty comfortable throughout the peak period. And we've got solar that covers that peak. So definitely a good rate for us, but it's not for everyone. And there are a lot of different choices. And so, take a look and see if you could save some money by going on a new rate.
I was on a call with some folks from Savannah recently, and we're going to create a sustainability tour of homes in Savannah. And Casey,
cool.
If we were doing that in Atlanta or Decatur, your home would have to be on there. Congratulations for all the cool things that you and your family are doing.
Yeah, thank you. It's been nice. And, like I said earlier with the energy audit, a lot of it's about comfort, right? I mean, for us, sustainability is important, but it's nice to live in a really comfortable, quiet home.
Number 6 is Georgia Power's Temp Check program. And this is something that you sign up for, and you allow them to cycle your HVAC system, I think 10 times in the winter, 10 times in the summer at will. They give you a heads up on the app, both the Georgia Power app and your thermostat app. You have to have a smart thermostat to do this. But Casey, you get a $50 rebate, and then you get another rebate if you buy the thermostat from the power company. So it's something, Casey, I want us to talk more about this and look at the data as we get more and more folks on this to see what the satisfaction rate is.
Yeah, and I think we'll have an upcoming episode where we're going to be talking a bit more about this program, so listeners can tune back in soon to hear more. But yeah, if you use our number 8 suggestion and get one of these digital thermostats from a utility marketplace, check out the Temp Check program, see if it might work for you.
Yeah, the 5th one, Casey, is Energy Star appliances for any new replacements that you do. You know, around Super Bowl time, for example, people often, there'll be a run on TVs, new LED TVs. If you do have to replace a refrigerator or washer or dryer, take a look at that.
Dishwasher, yep.
That Energy Star. Why, Casey? What is the big deal?
Well, so Energy Star appliances have met certain certifications to use less energy, and in some cases water, like for a washing machine or a dishwasher, than their regular counterparts. So not only is that better for the environment, but by using less, then you end up saving money. So it ends up being a good deal for you. And there are lots of different models out there, so you're not really kind of pigeonholed into something that looks funky. You can find Energy Star appliances, TVs, whatever to meet just about anything that you want to do, and you'll save some money.
Yeah, number 4 is if you have 2 cars, get an EV for one of them. Now, I know, Casey, your family has 2 EVs, and that is, I mean, there's probably not 50 people in Georgia that have 2 EVs out of 10 million people. So you are the gold standard here. But, I've been all about getting people just to dip their toe in the water, right? For us, it started when we traded my wife's BMW i3 for a Prius. She didn't like the BMW. It was a used one anyway. It was 2006, and we traded it straight up for a 2006 Prius. And that started her on the process of learning to drive in a smarter way. And then we went from there to a Nissan Leaf, got another Nissan Leaf, a Kia Soul, and now I'm driving a Chevy Volt. But Casey, would you recommend that just down the line that if you've got 2 vehicles, one of them probably could be a used EV?
Absolutely. And I would highly recommend anyone, anytime they are looking at buying a new car, go check it out an EV. If you've got the means to buy a new car, great. There's lots of new models coming out. Stop by a dealership. If not, there's a lot of used EVs on the market. One of our show's sponsors, BMW Auto Sales, has a lot on their lot, but there are other used car sales places that have EVs. Check it out. You will really enjoy it. It's great to have as a second car, and some people can even make it work as a primary car, as we do in my family.
Yes, that's ev-hybrid.com to get over to BMW's site, and they'll deliver right to you. It will be contactless, so I highly recommend it. Number 3, Casey, is consider a prepay plan with the utility. And we've got about 70,000 people on the prepay, and they're saving about 11%, Casey. They didn't buy a thermostat. They didn't buy an HVAC system. They didn't change out their windows. All they did was change the way that they pay, and that they're receiving alerts once a day about their usage.
And that's the big one, right? So, the amount that they're paying doesn't change on a prepay, but it's the fact that you get those alerts and you've got to pay attention to what you're using that actually helps you save money. It's, what you measure gets managed. And this helps people do that in a nice, easy way. It helps you save some money.
That's right. Number 2 is to have your house priced for solar, knowing that we've got a tax credit extension for 2 years, 26%. And if you're in a utility territory like I am, like Jackson EMC, they give $400 a kilowatt in terms of a rebate. Casey, I mean, we're teeing this up in our family right now to get a big porch covered with solar, and I'm going to have you out for my ribbon cutting when we
Nice.
do that. But I mean, with net metering that I put in, as you know, I'm called the solar architect for Georgia, and we put that net metering in there. That really has changed the value proposition, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot quicker payback, and with the extension of the tax credits, you can stand to save a lot of money. And there are solar companies out there that have financing options that you don't even have to put any money down. So take a look at it. Even if you don't think that you can afford solar, put some calls in, do some research, and you might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, three of our sponsors actually, Solar Sun World, which is down in Eatonton. It's a German-run company. Creative Solar, Russ Seifert and those guys run that in Atlanta. And then Better Tomorrow Solar. Kaveh Kamoni has been on our show before. My friend Christian works for him. Those are great companies. All right, Casey, what's our last recommendation?
The last recommendation is a little bit of log rolling here, Tim. And I can't believe you're making me say this. But folks, listen to our show. Wake up, pour yourself a cup of coffee, sit back, and hopefully you'll learn something. Hopefully we'll entertain you a little bit, and you'll learn about new technologies that can save you money, help you live a more sustainable life, and maybe some cool things along the way too.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Casey, as always, for being on.
Yep. Thank you. Hey,
you've been listening to Energy Matters. We want to thank you for being a part of Energy Matters Live. We're doing this on a regular basis now. It's broadcast live on my YouTube channel, as well as Facebook and soon to be LinkedIn. So Casey and I will be coming to you, bringing you energy tips, talking about trends, covering kind of the latest with what's going on. So Casey, it's great to be able to take the situation we're in, the pandemic, and to be able to continue our educational outreach. I know you're working with Escalent, and through that, many utilities. Are you seeing some pivoting by big companies to try to take advantage of this situation and continue the relationship with people who, some of them, may be having a very difficult situation?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think utilities have done a lot more than a lot of companies in terms of reaching out to and supporting their customers. It's difficult, right? Because a lot of them have returned to, more or less business as usual in terms of folks having to make payments and things like that. Well, a lot of people are laid off, but there's a lot of programs out there to help people who are struggling. Certainly our listeners in Georgia have access to those here. So reach out to the power company if you are having trouble. But beyond that, some of the things that we talk about on the show, the Temp Check program, the energy marketplace, they're really promoting to help customers save energy because folks are stuck at home, working, doing school, whatever they're doing.
Casey, I had the other day, single mom, 6 children, out of a job, abusive husband, contact me. She was $1,189 in arrears on her power bill.
Wow.
And it was about to be turned off. And I intervened with the Salvation Army, who we have helped a lot at the commission by providing upwards, since I've been there, I think we've given them about $8 million of money through our gas pipeline program. So this isn't your tax dollars being given. This is a legislative mandate for us to take the Universal Service Fund off of the gas pipeline charges and to use that to either rebate customers, build more pipeline, or help low-income people. And we're obviously using the Salvation Army to do that. But the Salvation Army wound up paying her entire bill,
Wow.
and $1,189 and getting her square. And folks, if you do have someone that's struggling, intervene and contact me. Let's see how we can help them. I mean, there's one thing's for sure, Casey, if people don't ask, they probably don't get any help. So
I think that's absolutely right. Yeah. And People like to think of utilities as big bad companies, and sometimes they deserve those thoughts, but certainly not in this case. I mean, everyone that I talk to here locally and around the country understands that people are facing economic pain, and they really do have programs in place and want to help out. So, do reach out, do ask. I know it can feel uncomfortable, but certainly a whole lot less uncomfortable than having your power or gas turned off.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. Catch us on Twitter at Matters Radio. You're at
Casey Boyce on Twitter. Yep.
I'm at Tim Eccles. So tune back in and listen to our show. You can catch it wherever you get your podcast. Just put in Energy Matters with Commissioner Eccles. It'll be sent. You subscribe, and it'll be sent to your inbox twice a week as we continue to grow our show. Casey, Happy New Year. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yep. Same to you.
Okay.